If it's Monday, the city of Buffalo mourning 10 people killed in a grocery store rampage. Officials say the gunman was motivated by racist hate. What we know about the suspect, the victims, and the investigation ahead. Plus, the rise in right-wing extremism in this country as some in politics stoke the rising hate for political gain. And the country returns to the seemingly endless political debate over what to do about guns. And one day to PA. Tomorrow is primary day in 5 states, but it's battleground Pennsylvania where some last-minute twists are shaking up what was already one of the closest watched Senate primaries this cycle. Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. I'm Garrett Hake in for Chuck Todd. As we learn more about the suspect and the victims in this weekend's mass shootings in Buffalo, we find ourselves in depressingly familiar territory, asking what, if anything, could have been done to prevent this massacre, and what can be done to prevent even more tragedies from happening in the future. Police have now released the names of all 10 people killed Saturday at the Tops Friendly Market. The youngest victim was 13.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. I'm Chuck Todd. On what is the biggest election day yet in 2022, 5 states are holding primaries today, including the mega battleground state of Pennsylvania, the most pivotal battleground of this year's midterm elections, an open Senate seat, an open governor's seat. We're going to have a lot more on the big night ahead in a moment, but we're going to begin in Buffalo, where in the wake of Saturday's supermarket terrorist attack, President Biden has just finished delivering remarks about white supremacy and the rise of radical ideologies in America. The president also renewed calls for stricter gun laws and urged Americans to simply reject racism.
White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it. It really is.
If it's Wednesday, a scandal-plagued Republican is out, but an election-denying far-right firebrand is in. And he's in one of the most important battleground states on the map. What last night's results mean for the midterms and beyond. Plus, new chilling details in the investigation into the Buffalo terrorist and the threat of violent extremism in America. As authorities comb through a trail of hate he left on internet platforms and chat rooms. And the latest on day 84 of the war in Eastern Europe as the Senate prepares finally to vote on $40 billion in new aid to Ukraine as Sweden and Finland prepare for NATO membership. Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. Wednesday morning quarterbacking. I'm Chuck Todd. It's the day after the biggest primary election night so far. So let's dive right in, starting with what we saw last night, the most important battleground on the board, Pennsylvania. NBC News projects that the Lieutenant Governor, John Fetterman, is the Democratic Senate nominee. We're not projecting anymore because the votes have been counted. If it's Thursday, the White House faces yet another kitchen table issue hurdle as President Biden tries to combat a nationwide shortage of baby formula. What his response to this problem says about the other challenges also facing the administration, particularly on the economy. Plus, the Republican Senate primary in Pennsylvania looks like it is indeed headed for a recount. Could be an explosive test of the Republican Party's ongoing efforts to cast doubt on the legitimacy of the last election. And later, President Biden welcomes the leaders of Finland and Sweden to the White House as they cast their bids to join NATO and fight against Russian aggression. Hello there. Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. I'm Chuck Todd. The last 24 hours have seen a full court press from the White House, President Biden, and his allies in Congress on a kitchen table issue that has suddenly become a huge problem: the shortage of baby formula. That kitchen table is getting a bit crowded with issues of concern for the average American: gas prices, inflation. If it's Friday, it's a battle over abortion, inflation, and MAGA Nation. We've got brand new numbers from our NBC poll on what voters want to hear from their candidates and what it means for both parties and their battle for Congress. Plus, Joe Biden kicks off his first trip to Asia as president to rally and reassure American allies as U.S. officials warn of a possible nuclear test by North Korea. Of course, North Korea is in the middle of a COVID battle. We're live in Seoul. And Russia makes some gains in eastern Ukraine amid a grinding battle that President Zelensky says has turned that region into hell. What it means for the future of this war and the U.S.'s role in it. Happy Friday. Welcome to Meet the Press Daily. I'm Chuck Todd. Right now, both political parties are trying to reshape the political battlefield to their advantage as we approach the midterms. So what does that fight look like on major issues from abortion to inflation and beyond? Well, we're going to dive into some brand new numbers out today from our NBC poll. For the last two editions of our poll, we've been asking respondents a battery of questions about what sort of qualities and attributes they would like to see that would make them